Hi Deepak, thank you for coming in this mock-up interview. And in this mock-up interview, I'll be asking you about your project and some Power BI interview questions. So maybe you can start with your project overview and your journey.
Thank you, Rajat. My name is Deepak Mani. I am from
Mhm.
Pune, Maharashtra. I have completed my graduation in engineering and post-graduation in SEDEC. SEDEC means that is Center for Development of Advanced Computing.
Mhm.
And after that, I joined the Capgemini organizations.
Okay.
Here, I have overall 3.1 years of experience. Currently, my role is a Power BI developer. So my roles and responsibility in my current organization is there is a business raw data. We need to create meaningful insights from using the Power BI tool. From that,
Okay.
we make different types of visualizations
Mhm.
as per the client requirement. So once the report is made, so we need to publish into the Power BI service. We can able to do the access to anyone like client peoples or like users.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Okay. So can you like explain your one report in detail from start to end? What are data sources? What all domain you have worked on, and maybe just a brief introduction of your report, like what all visuals you have used in that report.
Yeah, sure. My currently project is that related to banking churn analysis. Into
Hmm.
that, we use the MySQL server, that is a data source.
Okay.
Firstly, we fetch the data into the Power BI desktop. After
Hmm.
that, we check analysis using the Power Query. Like suppose I want to duplicate, find the duplicate records or delete the duplicate records, or I want to add the columns, remove the columns. Uh, Suppose I
Hmm.
want to replace that uh, values into the Power BI desktop, so we can able to analysis.
Okay.
So once the report is clean, so we need to publish into the power like into the Power BI desktop.
Hmm.
So after that, we go for a data modeling. So
Hmm.
uh, in my data modeling, we use like here one to many relationships. Uh,
Okay.
One means that is fact table, and many means that is dimension table. Means fact table is connected with the many dimension tables.
Okay. Hmm.
So that is, and once the data modeling is ready, so we go for a creating a reports, right?
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So what all different KPIs you have worked on in this project? Like what all KPIs are there in your report? Like what all are you showing?
We are showing here total customers, how many customers in the bank,
Hmm.
and so how many credit card holders, non-credit card holders.
Hmm.
Region wise, we are showing where is the person is located in that
Okay.
Pune city only. So
Okay.
that type of
So, so it's like a regional data or it's like country specific?
it's regional data.
Okay. Okay. So let me start with some basic Power BI questions and then we'll move to SQL, some SQL questions, basic only. Okay.
Okay,
So what's the difference between merge and append and how you will use it in Power BI?
okay. Firstly, the merge query is used to combine columns from two or more tables based on
Hmm.
common key.
Okay.
Merge uh, in merge operations will be added to the table.
Hmm.
Uh, in merge queries need not necessarily to be the same column, column name or same number of sizes of column, but
Hmm.
there is a fact table connect to the dimension tables into that, and merge works on a column basis, and it's like a join.
Okay.
And append is used to stack rows from two or more tables with identical columns structures.
Hmm.
In append, mandatory have to same column
Hmm.
names in the two tables,
Hmm.
and data type also common in both the tables.
Hmm.
So after that, we can able to do the appending.
Okay.
Suppose in my first table there is three records present, and in second table there is also three record present, and we suppose we done the appending on the new table, so that time a new table will be generated, and
Hmm.
into that six record came into that. Uh, yeah,
Okay. What do you mean by star schema and Snowflake schema, and which is better for performance?
yeah. This star schema and Snowflake concept is related to the data modeling.
Hmm.
So in star schema, it is a simple like structure we can say.
Hmm.
There is a one central fact table is surrounded to many dimension tables.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, that time we consider as star schema, and it is easy to understand and optimized for querying.
Okay.
And
Snowflake.
in the Snowflake schema is a complex like structure. There is
Hmm.
a one same like a star schema, but here also dimension table is connected to dimension tables, and
Hmm.
we can say hierarchy like structures uh, came into
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And which is better in Power BI for performance?
yeah.
Stars or
It,
Snowflake?
in my opinion, star schema is easy.
Okay.
We, everyone
It's
can
better. Hmm.
use the star schema for better performance.
Okay. What do you understand by gateways in Power BI? Have you used in your project?
Yeah, I have used the gateway concept in my Power BI project. So
Hmm.
gateway is a basically act like a bridge. There is connecting that local machine, that
Hmm.
local data to the
Hmm.
Power BI service. The connection between that local data to the that we
Hmm.
can see. And there is a two types of gateway present
Hmm.
in Power BI service. That is a personal mode gateway, and the other one is enterprise mode gateway. So
Okay.
we use personal gateway only for we
Hmm.
for ourselves only. So that time we use this, and but we can't use that Power based app service or like uh, scheduled refresh in Power BI service.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. So, you have created the gateways in your project as well?
yeah, I have created a gateways in my project.
Okay. Okay. What are different data connections in Power BI?
In Power BI, there is a 100 plus data sources present, but in my project, I used MySQL server. Uh,
Hmm.
but other than that, there is a lot of different types of data sources available, like file cells like Excel, CSV, JSON, and
Hmm.
databases like SQL Server, MySQL, Workbench, Oracle,
Hmm.
and there is online services also present like SharePoint, Salesforce, uh, yeah, that type of.
Okay. Uh, and so I'll give you one scenario. So if my client wants that every slicer on every page should be like, if he clicks on one slicer, on other page also the slicer should show the same value. How you will do that?
Using synchronization slicer, there is an option in
Okay.
Power BI desktop. From that, we can able to do this. Uh,
Hmm.
Suppose I used in one page that is slicer, and it will affect all to the all reports.
Hmm.
It can be possible using synchronization slicer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So have you implemented row level security in Power BI? What do you understand by it?
yeah. Row level security I used in my project.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Suppose if you want to secure on particular regions and want to show that much only to the client people, so that can able to do it using the row level security. There is a two types of row level security. One is a static row level security, and other is a dynamic row level security.
Hmm.
Static row level security used for uh, there is a minimum people's are able to give the access, so that time we use static row level security, uh, and it is used for a small data set.
Okay.
And dynamic row level security, there is a 1000 plus users are there and want to do the access, so
Hmm.
it is not possible to manually, so that time we use dynamic row level security, and
Hmm.
it is used for large data set.
Okay.
Uh,
And how do
for
you implement that?
oh, the implementation of the rollover security, first step is that we first to import data into the Power BI desktop. After that, there is a modeling tab. From that, we select that manage role option.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, After that, we create that role. Uh, Under the role, provide a name for the role. Suppose there is four regions in my in my data set, right? So east, west, north, south. So that time, firstly we create a for personally north side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, After that, in the table format expression box, enter the DAX expression.
Okay.
Select the check bars above the expression both box to validate the expression.
Mm.
Select the save and there is after that we came into the Power BI desktop. So there is a view role option. From that we can able to check our north site is working properly or not, filter is properly or not.
Mm-hmm.
Once
Oh.
this done, so we need to publish into the Power BI service. From that
Mm.
we can show it.
Okay. What are different charts you have used in your project, real-time projects?
In my project, I used a bar chart, a line chart, donut chart, pie chart, slicers, cards. So that type of
Mhm.
visuals we used.
Okay. So what's the difference between pie chart and donut chart?
Okay.
Pie chart and donut chart, did you know the difference when we can use pie chart, when we can use donut chart?
Okay. So pie chart we used for showing the percentage of any region. Suppose there's four regions and I want to percentage show to that percentage to into that pie chart, so we can able to show it easily.
Hmm.
And for a donut chart, we use the same, but in between there is a space for a label, so
Hmm.
we can show it of that total cards or total customers. In between the circle, there is a space present.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, explain different type of DEX functions in Power BI. Tell me about the time intelligence functions.
Okay. There is a different types of text functions available. First is aggregate function. Second is a text function. Third is a
Hmm.
date and time function. Fourth is a date function, and next is a logical functions. We can say in aggregate functions, there is a sum max, min max,
Hmm.
uh, that type of functions present, and in logical functions like if, else, which, not, that type of
Hmm.
functions, and especially for time intelligence functions, we can say that there is a total MTD, total YTD, total QTD,
Hmm.
and same period last year, parallel period date, add
Okay.
previous month. So that type of functions we can. There is a different types of functions in.
Okay. Have you used any in your project?
Yeah, I used specially aggregate functions everybody use. Time, date and time functions also I used.
Okay, date and time also you have used. Which date
Yeah.
and time functions?
Majorly I used same period last year.
Same period last year. What it will do? Same
I
period
want
last.
to suppose I want to find the year on year sales that time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You are using same. Okay. How do you handle many to many relationships in Power BI?
Especially I'm not faced this problem, minute
Okay.
relationships. But I watch some videos in YouTube or like
Hmm.
I joined the community and
Okay.
for the documentation I read. Uh, but firstly we need to create bridge table with
Hmm.
unique keys. Uh,
Okay.
from that we can do this and we can handle about many-to-many relationships.
Okay, so you have to create a bridge table and then you will do one to many from this side, one to many from this side. Okay, so
Yeah,
you will
yeah.
handle many. Okay, what are different type of joins available in SQL? Can you tell me the differences?
Okay. Uh, Firstly, join means we used to combine two or more tables based on
Hmm.
related to common columns. That time we used the join concept, and in joins there is a 4 to 5 types of join: inner join, left join, right join, a full outer join. So inner join means returns only matching rows from the two tables. Suppose there is a two tables and common records are there. So that time we use inner join. So
Okay.
left join means all the rows from the left table and which matching records from the right table.
Hmm.
And right join means all the rows from the right table with matching records from the left table.
Hmm.
And full outer join means all the rows from the both the tables with nulls for non-matching rows.
Okay. Okay.
Majorly we use the left join
Hmm.
everywhere, 90%. Yeah,
Okay. And what are different like DDL and DML commands have you used?
yeah. I have used the DDL and DML command in SQL. So
Hmm.
DDL means the data definition language.
Hmm.
Uh, we define or modify the database structure
Hmm.
as per the our requirements. So firstly we create also create table, alter table, drop table also, truncate also we can able to do
Okay.
into the DDL commands. And DML means there is a data manipulation language.
Hmm.
We manipulate the data within the tables.
Hmm.
Suppose I want to insert some records into the table, so we can use this. Suppose I want to update, delete, and select. Suppose I want to select top 5 records from the table, so we use select,
Okay.
that type of.
Okay. Okay. And like so if you want to get the second highest salary, can you get it through the SQL? Second highest salary. Did you know how we can get that in SQL?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, can you tell the command?
Mm, Correctly, no remember.
Okay, no issues. Okay. Do you know the difference between rank and dense rank? No. Okay, no issues. Uh, if you want to display the color only for the higher sales in the visual in the Power BI, how will you do that?
Uh, from the logical functions we use the if function we used here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Firstly, we take any variable. Uh,
Okay.
so that any variable like highlight colors we use the highlight is equal to if sales is equal to max of sales, comma, uh, any type of suppose a red color is there, red, comma, default color means uh, uh, in our uh,
You have to give the
in our
condition.
table, yeah, we do the condition of that if sales is equal to max sales. In the table the max sales is present, so that time we give the red color,
Okay.
and otherwise we can show that default color.
Okay. And where do you put this thing? Uh,
uh, uh, in the calculator column we can put this
okay.
because we create a new table, right?
In the calculated column, you will put, and then you will use that calculated column in the chart to do
Yeah,
the conditional formatting.
yeah, do the condition. Right.
Okay, got it. How do you optimize the Power BI reports if it's running slowly?
Optimize the sometime what happen we we use there is a big data set, right? So that time we use input mode. So for a big data set, we use uh, direct query mode rather than input mode. That
Okay.
is the first step, and we use majorly measures rather than calculated column, because we when we use calculated columns at that time, RAM memory issue is
Mm.
came in. So suppose I have to share to anyone that PBX file, so it facing problem to opening that slow performance wise that that time came. So
Mhm.
we use a measure
Okay.
in the report, and we use a light custom visuals also. And firstly we check the performance analyzer option using the record which type of visuals taking how much time. So
Mm.
uh, that visuals we use the measure, and
Okay.
try to avoid views, try to avoid that text functions, data type functions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have said that you will publish your reports in Power BI services, right? So did you know, or did you also know the Power BI service, or you are just publishing it and the other team is taking care of that thing?
Yep, I know the basic idea about Power BI service, but just
Hmm.
I used for a scheduling refresh.
Okay.
That time we used that. Uh,
Okay. Have you set an alert in Power BI service?
no,
Schedule an alert on your dashboard? No.
no,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. So how do you know if you have sent your reports to the client? How do you know that if your client has viewed your report? Did you know?
No,
Have you used usage metrics report in Power BI service?
yeah, I read about this, but how to implement
Okay, so
the Power
in
BI?
your project you have not used. Okay,
Uh,
how do you validate your report? Like if it's giving the correct results or not?
validate report.
Hmm. Like if it's giving the correct results. So once you have created your own, all the KPIs, how do you validate that these KPIs are coming correct? How do you validate your report? Basically? Test your report.
Firstly, we use for testing purpose. Suppose I used the lot of cards visuals
Hmm.
in the Power BI
Hmm.
desktop. So uh, and this data, so like suppose I used a MySQL server. So in MySQL server, I go and fire some queries related to that.
Okay.
From that we can validate, and we use Excel also.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose our data set is very short, very limited rows, so that time uh, we use Excel also for validation
Okay.
purpose. We use that.
Okay. Okay. So Deepak, do you have any questions for me? Else we can add this.
Currently, no questions.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming. And yeah, thank you so much. I think you have answered all the questions. Just one or two SQL questions you have not answered. Apart from that, Power BI, you have answered all the questions. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.